Oh, Jesus is king, guys.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Speaking of praise God, guys, we got a holy spot.
We got a place
We got a place.
that we should all make a pilgrimage to. That's right. What the hell is this stupid place called? Plaza del Rey. Plaza del Rey, Plaza del Rey to all of you.
Praise God.
Anyway, what were you saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's time for a tech check.
Tech check, yeah.
Right, tech check. Do we have a graphic for that one? We do. Is it playing?
Ever since the Webb telescope began its journey, it has been challenging our standard cosmological theories.
It better not.
Well, the amazing telescope did not stop here.
Oh!
This time, this telescope has revealed a worrying thing about the universe.
Oh, here we go.
Recently, Nobel Prize-winning scientist revealed that the James Webb telescope
Never heard of it.
has finally confirmed that our understanding of the universe was completely wrong. Well, the Big Bang model, which is the best theory to understand the universe, is also based on this assumption. But a recent study published February 6th in the Astrophysical Journal Letters suggests that there may be something seriously wrong with this assumption.
Oh.
Recently, astronomers have confirmed.
When asked to comment about this, one of the cosmologists said,
It's weird.
he also mentioned his latest discovery, which is that,
Generally speaking,
Come on.
Chinese people look Chinese.
well,
Oh, wow. Wow.
yeah, so this is a little weird story. This is a little weird-ass story right here. They sent this thing out, the James Webb telescope, named after some guy named James Webb. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody cares. And he can go straight to hell. No, he's probably fine. But ever since they sent this goddamn stupid telescope out, it's been causing nothing but problems. And now the newest problem, I don't really know what this means, but the universe is expanding differently in different spots. But this part's true. It does seem like astronomers now who study this stuff are like, yeah, we don't know what
the is going on up there.
we don't know what's going on out there in space. And like, to be honest, I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. I don't want to do astronomy anymore, actually. Whatever kind of bullshit is going on up there, ugh. Yeah, I don't know. We thought we kind of had it figured out what the hell's going on up there. But it's mayhem out there, man.
In other words, dark energy is stronger in some parts of the universe than others, causing different expansion rates. Scientists claim that if the universe is not homogeneous and isotropic, then it would mean that the physical laws as we understand them are impossible to comprehend.
Oh, great.
Just over the cosmological horizon, the force of gravity might act in reverse. The speed of light might be slower than walking speed. And unicorns could be real.
Hey, I'll do the jokes, man. Yeah, so this is a kind of recent discovery, and this is true. What I'm about to say is true. Like, this is the conclusion of this whole thing, is that astronomers are just like, Dad, I don't know, man. It's weird.
I guess first order of business here is shout out to the artists who are kind of pulling out here. I know you guys.
Hey, it's Anthony Fantan.
Shout out to the artists who are kind of pulling out here. I know you guys aren't, necessarily losing out on a lot of money or anything, being a part of South by. Most likely you were going to lose money going down there, where dozens and dozens of artists are all boycotting the festival now over sponsorship ties to the American military and the defense industry.
Oh, man, South by Southwest. I really wanted to see
Beat a kid in Walmart.
play, but I couldn't get in. The line was too long. So instead I saw
That is my own sperm.
they were really good. Yeah, so people been giving the South by Southwest a lot of this.
Boom, boom, boom.
But yeah, got kind of a growing list of problems with the South by Southwest festival, sponsored by the U.S. military, not paying artists enough. And now there's a new one, a new problemo, which is bullshit copyright claims. Oh, great. So this group called Austin for Palestine Coalition, APC, put out communication and organized protests. In those communications, some of them included parodied versions of the South by Southwest branding to make it clear that the group believes the organization has blood on its hands. Now, for the sin of publishing this parody content, which you will already recognize as protected speech under the First Amendment,
Praise God.
the First Amendment as written by
James.
South by Southwest made several trademark and copyright claims for takedowns of social media and internet content. Oh, no. To be clear, those claims are utter nonsense. Yeah, we've dealt with bullshit copyright claims against this channel. Probably will again. And I love BS copyright claims because they come down to literally this. Hey, you said something about us that we don't like. That's illegal. That's a BS copyright claim. This is a baffling move, because it's like they already knew people were pissed off, that the U.S. military was the sponsor of South by Southwest. They knew people were pissed off. Bunch of artists dropped out, protest. And I probably wouldn't even have heard about these graphics, but now it looks like they're trying to silence critics. Great move. Trying to silence people for their
Political views.
So the Electronic Frontier Foundation is now, helping defend this group. South by Southwest has yet to respond to our letter. Oh, come on, you son of a bitches, you. EFF has defended against bogus copyright and trademark claims in the past, and South by Southwest's attempted takedown feels especially egregious.
Disgusting.
Considering the nature of Austin for Palestine's advocacy.
I mean, look, sometimes Elon Musk and Bezos, they go back and forth on the richest person in the world. Elon Musk is worth almost $200 billion, and that's the interview you do with him? I mean, the guy's a genius in business. And I sat there, I watched the whole Don Lemon interview, and I saw a missed opportunity. Plus, he just gave you a deal, and you're going to attack him on his own platform. Don Lemon, not the smartest move.
Okay, next amazing tech check item.
Is this guy, what the hell is this guy's name? Don Lennon.
Who's his co-host? Paul McCarthy? That's a funny joke.
Okay, well, so this is a weird one. So this guy, Don Lemon, he interviews
Iluma.
And this guy, Don Lemon, asks him some hard questions. I mean, hard or maybe like the most obvious questions.
The man asks me a hard question.
But the funny thing about this isn't the interview itself, but the absolutely demented, just bat insane response to this interview. You saw some of it here. Let's see it again.
Elon Musk is worth almost $200 billion, and that's the interview you do with him? I mean, the guy's a genius in business.
Yeah, pretty normal response to this interview, Yeah, this guy, he posts demented crap all the time. Stupid, demented garbage to an audience of millions all the time. How dare you ask him about it? I guess the interview that these nut jobs wanted to see was like, okay, Mr. Musk, so it says here on this paper that you're very cool. How did you get there? What's the process? And second part of that question, do you want anything? Can I get you anything? A cake pop, maybe.
Do you believe that X and you have some responsibility to moderate hate speech on the platform?
What?
That you wouldn't have to answer these questions from reporters about the Great Replacement Theory as it relates to Democrats?
I don't have to answer these questions.
The Great Replacement Theory as it relates to Jewish people. Do you think that?
I don't have to answer questions from reporters.
Okay.
Don, the only reason I'm doing this interview is because you're on the X platform and you asked for it.
Oh!
Otherwise, I would not do this interview.
Okay.
So you don't think? Do you think that you wouldn't get in trouble or you wouldn't be criticized for these things?
I'm
or
criticized
that
constantly. I could care less.
Yeah, I don't know. These
Iluma.
fans, I mean, really praise God and Plaza Del Rey for them, because, whoa boy, they are weird. One of these Musk weirdos posted this clip and he writes, Elon Musk absolutely destroyed. Absolutely.
Boom, 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 boom.
Don Lemon in this interview. Here's a snippet, and that was the snippet. A reporter says, hey, you post some weird stuff publicly to millions of followers. What's up with that? What's going on with that? And then their hero's like, I don't have to answer that because I own the thing or whatever. Oh, destroyed. Whoa, what a destruction.
Boom, 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 boom.
I own people like this all the time. They're like, hey, when are you going to pay all these traffic tickets? And then I go, shut up. I don't have to answer that. Owned.
Hey, you haven't made a child support payment in 6 months.
Now you got to go to court. And I'm just like, I don't have to talk about that. Owned.
Boom, 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 boom.
Don Lemon to me is delusional.
Who?
Like the fact that he's making demand, the fact that his name is even mentioned in the same sentence as Elon Musk at this point.
But also in the interview, in this game of building the relationship and moving up,
Yes.
you also have to be careful to not, you ask the questions,
Praise
you go
God.
through some of the questions that you're curious about, but you also want to maintain that relationship, right?
Right, softballs.
What do you think are some of the
Right, Pat? Softballs.
approach?
Oh, God. Thank God and praise God for this beautiful show that I watched that got 174,000 views in 12 hours. Because I did have this wrong. You know, we have this myth, you know, we had it all wrong. We believe this wrong thing that like the job of a journalist is to be like, you know, asking difficult questions to powerful people. That's wrong. The job of a journalist, or whatever, some guy on CNN, is to suck around. That's what you're supposed to be doing. By the way, these guys are always complaining about the media. The media sucks. Man, the media's not doing its job. Also, if there's a billionaire, the media should just be sucking around that billionaire.
But I think that there is a way to ask people hard questions.
Right.
With it in a little bit more elegant manner.
Right. By not asking them. You know, come on.
But also there's like sometimes I feel like with the gotcha questions, there's like a little like sociopathy in it.
Yeah.
Like I
how
feel
dare
like you ask somebody to be in your interview and
yeah,
you
bring
have
up
no
obvious stuff.
empathy for how they might feel, bringing up something
sick.
really.
This could have been,
Yes.
on a serious note, this could have been.
Praise God.
There is not a bigger opportunity he could have had.
Exactly.
Of a person that would have opened up the floodgates for him. And I don't even know how he got that opportunity. Because even if you go to CNN,
That's great,
Cuomo was the
Patrick.
face.
Yeah, Patty Bett is describing exactly what we want journalism to be. I mean, come on. What's your problem?
Hey, shut up.
That's exactly what you want journalism to be. Hey, I could make a lot of money from this. Let me just do what the person who's paying me tells me to do. Let me just not piss off powerful people, and that's how I'll do my journalism. That's exactly what he's describing, exactly what it should be and what everybody's always thought it should be.
It really felt like a deposition.
Right.
Where were you on the night of the 5th? Were you drinking?
Yeah.
There's a receipt that says you were drinking.
Yeah.
My gosh. It was like,
My God, exactly what you don't want a journalist to do. Hey, you did a thing. Why did you do that? That's sick. That's sick stuff. Do you hear what you're saying? Do you hear yourself talking? Do you hear yourself going like this?
and also Don Lemon, if you're going to be an investigative reporter, dude, you got to understand, you asked him a direct question about FCC 230, and every one of the social medias don't want to be called a publisher under FCC 230. This is a major issue. Don't you have a responsibility to moderate hate speech? Defining what hate speech is and isn't and moderating it and have a bunch of censorship or canceling or back and forth puts you exactly where people like X, Facebook, Insta don't want to be.
But I like this guy, you know, he sets this up very confidently. You know, he's like, hey, come on, dude. If you're going to be an investigative reporter, you better understand this stuff. And then he completely gets wrong what he's talking about. He's like, you shouldn't ask him about this Section 230 thing. None of these guys are always talking about this Section 230 thing, and none of them have bothered to just like do a quick peruse on what the hell it is. The whole point of the thing is that social media platforms can moderate crap and still not be considered publishers. Like, that's the whole point. So he gets that wrong, and then he's like, you shouldn't have even asked him that, man. He's gonna put him in trouble to ask him why he's not moderating hate speech enough. Oh, yeah. If the FCC heard about that, Elon Musk answering that, it'd be all over. What the hell are you talking about?
Stars, divergent careers intersecting at once. Elon
Absolutely.
Musk is number 1 or number 2 richest man in the world, depending on the day, depending on the stock price of Tesla.
Praise God.
And you have Don Lemon, who is a fading star, fading newsman who's just trying to get a name for himself. Like if you saw the...
Yeah, I mean, that's a little harsh, but probably true. You know, I can't imagine there's a huge fan base clamoring for, what's the guy's name? Don Lemon. Are there lemon heads? That is what they would be called. Are there lemon heads out there? You know, do they know there's other stuff out there? Yeah, you know there's other stuff out there, right? What? There is? But at the same time, it's like, how is this relevant? Oh, it's because that guy sucks. He doesn't have much of a career, so he should be bowing down before the feet of this billionaire. Oh, I never saw it that way. Thanks for clearing that up, PBD Podcast. I mean, this is idolatry, right? Like, I thought these guys were religious, and they're clearly worshiping false idols here, right? Hey, this guy said something to the guy. He should be thrown in a pit. This one has almost 1 million views in 3 days. Do they not feel weird about this? Like, are they not, is there some inkling like, yeah, what we're doing is kind of weird here. This guy's a billionaire. Nobody should ask him, questions that aren't nice, but that are obvious.
It starts off with,
Right.
hey, would love to be on the great. Then you, after Musk tries to give you a contract, you do an interview to do a gotcha interview. There's a difference between a gotcha interview to make your CNN friends happy and be like, oh, you see what I told them? I asked them. Did you see that? Did you see that?
I asked him your questions, Jeff.
Versus your loyalty to freedom of speech. Your loyalty to freedom of speech.
Yeah, do you catch the irony there, dude, a little bit? Let's see if he catches it.
It's totally fine. And by the way, you have the right to ask those questions.
There we go. Okay, he got there. All right.
Praise God.
For
Drum James.
Okay.
Well, there we go, guys. A beautiful tech check in the books.
Oh!
And for that, we...
Praise God.
Whose name is?
Drum James.
Not the best day, guys. Not the best. I got bad news, okay? Brace yourself for bad news. It's not the best day. But there is a bright spot. I uploaded a really good interview with two of my favorite podcasters. It's in podcast form. So go search wherever you got your little podcast on there. Search the name of this channel. It'll come up. Go listen to it. So go check that out. It's really good. And I love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
I might just walk out here and think I'm gonna take about a week off. Guys!
You're not getting the whole show, okay? Please, for Christ's sake, become a member on Patreon, okay? For as little as 2 bones. When you join on Patreon for as little as 2 stupid little bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday shows every week. The Comments program, where you can ask questions or tell stories or do whatever, and it's a whole show. Behind the scenes crap.
All for 2 putrid little bones, that's it. I'm in here.
And if you really want to support the wretched show, people call it because they're satanic, they're sick, you could become a producer for only 25 bones. These beautiful people here are, God! Without those producers, it's over, man. It's done.
Do you think we can do the show without the producers?
Okay? Because if you do think that, you got another thing coming, my man.
You got a totally different thing coming.
Without the producers, it is as good as over.
Hello?
Is anyone listening to me? Please answer. I'll wait. Please answer.
Our hearts and our toilets
are forever endowed unto the producers from which all light comes. Praise God.
Praise God.
It really is amazing to have such beautiful producers, and if you want to do it, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. I love the producers so much that I wrote a little song about them. Here we go.
Hit it. Without the producers, we're going straight to hell. It will be their nationality for all eternity. And then we'll go down to the lower level of hell where you can't get out. Not even for good behavior / deeds. Go down there. Deeds. I'm in hell.